If you are looking for the best survival kits in this year, you are in the right place. In this video, we are going to show you the best-selling survival kits available on the market today. We reviewed literally dozens of products, and we made this list on a number of factors including the features of the product, value for the money, and the reputation of the manufacturer. Also, we've included options for every type of customer. We even read countless reviews from actual users. If you choose from this list, you can be sure that you'll buy one of the best products available today. Now let's get started.
Alright guys, today we're looking at the multi-purpose tactical kit today. So this is if you're not Bear Grylls and you're stuck in the wild, either you're camping, going on a hike, or you just like to explore and go on adventures, this kit is going to cover all your survival basic needs. So it comes in a small case, just like this one, and we've got so many different pieces here. So we're going to do an unpack and look at each individual component. So we have a LED flashlight, we've got a safety pen, we've got a flint, we've got a keychain light, compass, Swiss card, which I'll just quickly show you here, emergency whistle, we have an emergency knife, which you can simply take out like this, and you have an emergency blanket as well. So we're going to look at these in more detail. So with the flashlight, you have a simple belt attachment here, so you can actually take that out of the case and keep it on your belt while you're hiking, and then it's got a simple on-off push button there. Same with the keychain light, you can attach this to your keys, and then when you're walking around at night, or even when you're going home and you need to find your lock on your door, it's actually a very, very bright, simple keychain light. Now, to get a bit more advanced, this tactical pen, which is made from tungsten steel, has got two purposes. One, simple pen that you can use to write. And on the other side, we actually have what is a very sharp metal point that you can use to break glass during an emergency. So this point right here will break glass, or if you're in a car and there's a car crash or you need to get into your house, you can actually use this point to break into or break out of any glass enclosure or window. So that's a pretty interesting technique. You've also got the belt holder there, so you can keep this on your belt as well. With the flint, so the flint here is made from magnesium and iron. Now they say you can get about 5,000 to 10,000 different lights out of this. So it works very simply. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but it's very very simple to use it, and you will get about 5,000 to 10,000 sparks out of this. So easy for making fire if you have some dry grass or dry leaves when you're camping, and you simply make a small pile of leaves and then run this down the flint like that. Also on the flint you have a bottle opener, so you can use to open bottles, and a ruler here for reference if you need. As well as all of these, we've got a compass in the multi-purpose tactical kit. So this compass will help you navigating and help you orientating yourself with any maps that you're using. So you can see here, you can manipulate the bearing on the compass, and that's always going to point north. So this is going to be very useful for navigating, particularly if you have a map. Now, one of the most interesting parts of this kit is the Swiss card. Now, it's a simple stainless steel piece of card that is about the size of a business card, and you can keep this in your wallet at all times. And it also comes with a small instructional leaflet. So on one side you can see all of the different numbers referring to different tools, and then on the back you can see all of the different explanations. So you have a can opener, you have a knife edge, which is here, you have a screwdriver, screwdriver is this bit on the corner, you have a ruler on the side, you have a can opener, which you use these 2 points here to click into the can, the positional wrench. So here you've got a small inlet here you can use for the circular wrench. You even have a butterfly wrench, so this groove here, and you have a saw blade, so you can see the serrated edge here you can use for cutting. Another wrench here, so a 2-position wrench, which is this bit here. So you have one slightly bigger wrench head and one slightly smaller wrench head, and you also have a 4-position wrench. So for different size of the nut heads, you can adjust there to use the wrench. So you simply put that on the nut and then you twist it around. And this small hole here is for a lanyard keyhole, so you can actually keep that wrapped around your neck on a simple lanyard. Last but not least, we have the emergency whistle. So simple stainless steel, and you just blow through this end here. So that's going to be really, really loud. I didn't even do that as much as I could have because we're inside and I'm going to get deaf from this. But this is going to be a really good survival measure, particularly for getting help and getting attention. So if you get lost and you need to call for help, then you can use this whistle. And it attaches to a keychain as well. So along with your light and your whistle, you can keep these on your keychain or on your belt or on your vest at all times. The last thing we have is the blanket. So this emergency blanket has many purposes. It's going to keep you warm, it's going to keep you insulated, it'll keep you waterproof, it'll keep you dry. It retains 90% heat, so you won't get hypothermia. And because it's so reflective, it's actually going to help you to be seen if people are looking for you. So if you're out in the jungle or in the forest, then this will reflect the light. And if anyone's in a helicopter or people are walking trying to look for you, then this is a perfect way to be seen. So this kit has a whole lot of things. It's a really, really good value, and it's got almost any tool you can imagine that you will need when you're out exploring or hiking that you might need to survive. So I definitely recommend to look into this one.
I'm Trevin Reese with Ready America. We're a family-owned company in business for over 30 years. Let's get prepared for disasters. And the best way is with our essential Ready America backpacks. Experts agree that emergency services may not be available for up to 3 days. So, with that in mind, get your 3-day, 2-person basic kit. All of this is packed into one hands-free backpack with front pocket, reflective band, and reinforced handle. Contents include Coast Guard approved 5-year shelf life food bar with 800 calories per person each day. Coast Guard approved 5-year shelf life drinking water, 33-piece first aid kit, 12-hour light sticks with lanyard, 2 protective dust masks, rain ponchos, pocket tissues, emergency whistle, 4 nitrile gloves, survival blankets, and emergency contact card. Lastly, you can register your backpack and receive a reminder to refresh your food and water. All Ready America backpacks are 100% guaranteed.
Emergencies are becoming more common every day. Do you have the right gear and tools to take action? Disorganized and overstuffed, a generic survival backpack just doesn't make sense anymore. Luckily, there's a new way to stay prepared with the Surviveware Responder 72-hour backpack, a preparedness system that does the thinking for you, with quality tools, gears, and supplies that are all housed in an organized bag, enabling you to see all your gear at a glance. Included in this bag is our legendary first aid kit for bumps and scrapes along the road. Once you reach safety, make shelter your priority. Anchor down and secure. Make shavings for your fire. Perfect for strains and sprains. To patch up and construct new tools. To attract attention and get found. To secure and fasten. Stay up to date with weather forecasts. Make fire in extreme situations. Kills 99.9% of germs and bacteria. Plan ahead and stay on track. 2 food pouches with a total of 3,600 kilocalories per person. 2 water pouches with 9 water packs per person. 2-person pouches that include wipes to stay clean and fresh. goggles to protect against smoke and dust, a whistle to attract attention, to stay warm at night, for hygiene and wounds, to stay safe, to dispose hazardous materials correctly, stay as dry as possible during downpours, keep your supplies safe in a water-resistant bag. This bag has everything you need to take your preparedness to the next level. And because this backpack is so well organized, it becomes your guide during an emergency. So invest in an organized system for you and your loved one's safety. Survive life.
The double bit axe was designed for larger chopping work. The double-faced axe can do the splitting and chopping in half the time, with no need to stop and sharpen a single-bladed axe. Like having two axes in one. This tool will make its mark as a serious chopping tool. Nothing will stand in its way. From professional lumberjack to forest management to landowner, this is the tool for skilled wood chopping.
I'm Arlie Ermy. When I was a kid, my granddad gave me my very first knife. I used it every day on the farm. Having that knife taught me lessons about the value of good equipment. And I learned it over and over in the military as well. Today, my philosophy is simple. Use the best that you can, period. It'll pay for itself many times over. And Saab feels the same way as I do about it. It's reflected in the performance of every knife and tool that they make. I chalk it up to good old-fashioned pride. Now, those are some of the reasons why I use Saab, and I have for a lot of years. Now, since 1986, special ops, law enforcement, tradesmen, and outdoor enthusiasts have relied on Saab to produce the toughest and most reliable gear in the industry. So, whether I'm in the boonies hunting, in the field with the troops, or at home in my own garage, it's just nice to know that I can depend on Saab.
Stranded outside in extreme cold, without a way to protect yourself from cold, wet, harsh weather, and stop your core body temperature from dropping, you will quickly become hypothermic, and you're facing a life or death survival situation. One that causes more deaths each year than every other survival situation combined. Go Time Gear's Life Tent is a waterproof and windproof two-person emergency shelter that will protect you from harsh weather and keep you alive. The Life Tent is constructed of extra thick, tear and puncture resistant material that locks out rain, wind, and snow. Unlike an ordinary tube tent, The Life Tent's reflective interior reflects up to 90% of your body heat, keeping you warm and protecting you from hypothermia. Setting up the Life Tent is quick and easy, so you can rapidly protect yourself in an emergency. Simply run the 20-foot rope of 550-pound nylon core paracord through both ends of the tent and tie it between two trees or sturdy objects 3 to 4 feet off the ground. Anchor the corners of the tent using rocks or gear and climb inside to safety. If there's nowhere for you to tie the paracord rope and prop up your tube tent, there's no need to panic. The Life Tent can also be used as an emergency sleeping bag or blanket. The Life Tent comes rolled up inside of a nylon stuff sack that includes our patent-pending Paracinch technology drawstring, combining 9-strand nylon core 550-pound paracord and a thunderous 120 decibel survival whistle that's powerful enough to cut through strong wind and trees, alerting rescuers up to 1 mile away. You'll have an emergency-ready survival tube tent with a powerful signaling whistle, so you have the essential tools to stay alive and signal for help. Even though the Life Tent is small enough to fit in the palm of your hand and weighs just 8.7 ounces, it's durable enough for dangerous survival scenarios and for repeated use. So once you're done using it, simply fold it, roll it back up, and slide it into the waterproof nylon stuff sack. Whether you're looking to add a lightweight emergency shelter to your hiking, camping, or hunting bag for an unplanned night outside, or you need a tough, reliable survival tube tent for your bug-out bag or emergency preparedness supplies, the Go Time Gear Life Tent is engineered to keep you alive in the most extreme survival situations and is the survival shelter for you.
I'm Trevin Reese with Ready America. We're a family-owned company in business for over 30 years. Let's get prepared for disasters, and the best way is with our essential Ready America backpacks. Experts agree that emergency services may not be available for up to 3 days. So, with that in mind, get your 3-day, 4-person deluxe emergency kit. All of this is packed into one hands-free backpack with front pocket, reflective band, and reinforced handle. Contents include Coast Guard approved 5-year shelf life food bar with 800 calories per person each day. 5-year shelf life drinking water in eco-friendly packaging. Battery-free crank power station with radio, siren, flashlight, and cell phone charger. Multifunction tool. 107-piece first aid kit. 4 N95 protective masks. 4 goggles. Rain ponchos, moist towelettes, work gloves, 12-hour light sticks with lanyard, biohazard bags, whistle, duct tape, tissues, 8 nitrile gloves, survival blankets, and emergency contact card. Lastly, you can register your backpack and receive a reminder to refresh your food and water. All Ready America backpacks are 100% guaranteed.